The arena in Gdansk is alive long before the first punch is thrown. A sea of noise rolling down from the stands. Flags waving, hearts pounding, and belief hanging heavy in the air. This is not just another cruiserweight title fight. This is a collision of identities. In one corner stands Krzysztof Glowacki, Poland's warrior champion, forged in grit, pressure, and the memory of dethroning Marco Huck on foreign soil. A man who believes the belt belongs to him because he has suffered for it. In the opposite corner is Oleksandr Usyk, the Ukrainian technician, an Olympic gold medalist whose amateur pedigree borders on legendary, stepping into hostile territory with calm eyes and restless feet. As the introductions echo through the arena, the contrast is striking. Glowacki feeds off the roar of his people, shoulders squared, breathing fire, while Usyk looks almost detached, loose, fluid, as if already moving to a rhythm only he can hear. The referee's instructions are routine, but the tension is anything but. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Touch gloves. The bell rings, and with it comes that unmistakable sense that this fight is not about who wants it more, but about whose style will bend the other first. Usyk immediately begins to circle, light on his toes, probing with a piston jab, testing reactions, measuring distance, while Glowacki stalks forward with heavy intent, winging punches with bad intentions, determined to turn this into a fight fought in inches, not meters. Early applause breaks out as Usyk snaps a sharp left hand through the guard, a reminder that this challenger did not come here to survive. He came to take something. As the opening rounds unfold, the story becomes clearer with every exchange. Usyk is eager but intelligent, letting his hands go just enough to announce his presence without falling into the champion's trap. His feet are constantly in motion, sliding laterally, pivoting out after combinations, refusing to be a stationary target. Glowacki, meanwhile, does what he knows best. He presses, digs his feet into the canvas, and throws with conviction, especially to the body, trying to sap the energy from those dancing legs. There are moments when his right hook whistles dangerously close, moments when Usyk must be careful not to admire his own work, because the champion's power is real and unforgiving. Still, Usyk's timing begins to assert itself. He allows Glowacki to lean in, to fall just short, and then answers with crisp counters, short combinations up close that punctuate the action and draw murmurs from the crowd. You can see the chess match developing, Glowacki trying to rough him up, pull him into exchanges, while Usyk keeps the fight long, then suddenly steps in with speed that doesn't seem to match his size. The champion lands body shots that thud and echo, but Usyk responds with clean punches upstairs, shots that catch the judge's eyes and slowly tilt the momentum. This is where Usyk's amateur schooling shines, his ability to control pace, to take half steps back and sideways, to punch without being punched. Yet there is no sense of dominance yet, only tension, as if both men are still feeling for the moment when the fight will truly reveal itself. By the middle rounds, the contest deepens and the physical toll becomes visible. Glowacki's pressure intensifies. He knows he cannot allow this to turn into a boxing exhibition. He targets the body relentlessly, hooks under the elbows, roughs Usyk up on the inside, forcing him to work in places he hasn't often needed to as a professional. A cut begins to form, swelling around the eye, a reminder that this is championship boxing, not theory. For brief spells, the champion has success, landing solid shots, backing Usyk toward the ropes, drawing cheers from the crowd, desperate for their man to seize control. But Usyk answers every surge with composure. He smiles through the gum shield, not in mockery, but in confidence, as if to say he understands the danger and accepts it. His combinations become more varied, jabs followed by straight lefts, slashing hooks, sudden uppercuts that sneak through the guard. The speed is deceptive, the angles unsettling. Even when Glowacki loads up, throwing everything into wide hooks, Usyk often slips just outside range, making the punches glance or miss entirely, then answers with something clean and sharp. The fight is still competitive, still dangerous, but the rhythm now belongs more and more to the challenger. Usyk exits exchanges on his own terms, resets in the center of the ring, and forces the champion to start again, over and over, draining not just his body, but his belief. As the championship rounds approach, fatigue begins to whisper in Glowacki's movements. The heart is still there, undeniable, admirable, but the legs are heavier, the punches fractionally slower. Usyk, by contrast, seems to grow into the fight. He varies the jab, changes tempo, throws from different angles, keeping the champion guessing and increasingly frustrated. There are moments when Glowacki rallies, landing hard body shots that remind everyone of his toughness and will, moments when the crowd rises, sensing a turning point that might yet come, but each time, Usyk has an answer. He counters cleanly, moves away, then re-engages with precision. You can feel the shift. This is no longer about survival for Usyk. It's about making a statement. He presses at calculated moments, not recklessly, but with authority, showing he can stand his ground, manhandle the champion when needed, and still maintain balance and control. Glowacki throws with everything he has left, but too many punches fall short. Too many combinations are answered by cleaner, sharper work in return. The judges are watching, and the story they see is of a challenger imposing his style, dictating where and how the fight is fought. Still, the champion refuses to break. He keeps coming, fueled by pride, by the crowd, by the knowledge that belts are not surrendered easily. The final round arrives, with the arena on its feet. Emotions spilling over, as both men dig deep into whatever reserves remain. Glowacki storms forward, knowing time is slipping away, throwing with desperation and courage, trying to will something dramatic into existence. Usyk meets him with calm defiance, answering fire with fire, landing clean shots, then stepping away just enough to avoid the worst of the return. There is respect in the exchanges now, a mutual understanding, forged through 12 demanding rounds. In the final seconds, they trade toe-to-toe, not recklessly, but with the honesty of fighters who know they have given everything. When the bell finally rings, it feels like a release. Exhaustion, relief, and anticipation crashing together. The decision is announced, unanimous, and as the words echo through the arena, a new chapter is written. Oleksandr Usyk is crowned the new WBO cruiserweight champion of the world. Applause rains down, not just for the victor, but for the champion who stood his ground and tested him. In hostile territory, against a proven warrior, Usyk has passed his first great professional test, not with brute force, but with intelligence, movement, and relentless precision. This is not just a victory. It is an arrival. The moment the world realizes that a new force has truly entered the cruiserweight division.